Hey guys, okay, so this is Facebook Basics Module 1. In this module, we'll be showing you how to activate your followers button, and we'll be talking about protecting your timeline, and we will also make sure that you get your profile settings set for security purposes. First thing that we want to talk about is if you're using Facebook to build a business, you have to have your account set to public because you're going to be operating your content from your personal profile to build your audience and grow your audience without spamming your audience. In other words, you're going to use your profile to provide value and do some behind the scenes actions and get them to know, like, and trust you. 80-20% is the rule. So out of 10 posts, only 2 of them should have anything to do with business. But you want to be very careful about not putting your company logo on your profile, not putting your company logo graphics on your profile. Number one, by doing that, you give your audience the opportunity to check out the company that you represent, and they'll maybe go out and Google it, sign up under somebody else, not connect with you, or find the product on Amazon or eBay or some other location a little bit cheaper than what you would be selling it for. Maybe an illegal action by some people that are with your company, but unless they get reported to your company, they will do those types of things. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start with you and looking at your personal profile settings. Now, this action that I'm showing you, I'm using my computer. I'm not saying you can't do it with your cell phone or your tablet, but I am saying that I am using my computer. And if you're on a iPad, the locations may look different. I'm not sure because I don't have an iPad. So you're going to go to your personal profile, and here's your banner. You have your personal profile photo. You want to make sure that there's a photo of your face, not your cow, not your dog, not your cat, not your farmhouse, not your sailboat or whatever, because you're building a brand and the brand is you. You are your brand. Your boat's not your brand. Your dog's not your brand. Your product's not your brand. You're building you. So we're going to go over here to these 3 little dots, and you've got where you can show what's your account status. You can archive your account. You can check your activity log, and you can do profile and tagging settings. So we could start there, but I'm going to have you go over here to this little account button up here in the very far left. You see the Facebook logo. You see the house, which is the home. This is if you have business pages. This is any videos that are sitting there that you haven't seen. It could be active videos that are live right now if you wanted to go there. This would be the marketplace. This would be the little logo for groups that you're a member of or that you are admin of. This is your personal profile. This is where you can create. This is the messenger button. This is your notification bell. And this little caret right here takes you to your account. Now, this is where you can see your profile. Send Facebook feedback if there's something going on with your account that you're not too happy about. They want to hear from you. So feel free to do that. But we're going to go down here under the setting and privacy gearbox. From here, you can also get to, if you need help or support from Facebook, this is where you can change the view of your page from the light mode to the dark mode, and from where you can make the font smaller and make content fit on your screen. If you need to, you can turn that on. And then again, if you want to use single character keyboard shortcuts, you can turn that on as well. So you can kind of play around with that if you want to, but we're not going to go into that during this training. So we're going to go to settings and privacy, and then we're going to actually go to the settings. and you will see the general account settings. So this is where when you set up a Facebook group, Facebook profile, you get the https www.facebook.com. That's a given. Everybody has that for their address. Then there's a /. Now your profile might have a whole bunch of numbers in here behind your name, your username. And if yours has a bunch of numbers, I would highly recommend you edit it and actually put your name in there instead of the numbers, because then it makes it a much better looking website link, because that's technically what it is. Now, your personal profile account that you created on Facebook is connected to an email address, and you can change that email address if you want to. And then if you have an ad account, you can have that under a different email address. So you can go in and edit those changes as well if you need to. And then memorialization settings, it decides what happens to your account after you pass away. You can go in here and set that to tell it what you want to have happen with your account should something happen to you. And then identity confirmation is where you can confirm your identity to do things like run ads about social issues, elections, or politics. And you might, if that's something that's high interest and part of your brand, you might want to look into that, but we're not going to go into that information as of right now. So we're going to go down here to the security. No, we're going to go down here to privacy. Okay. And this is where you can go to privacy shortcuts. You can check a few important settings and quickly review some important settings to make sure you're sharing with the people you want. And you can click on that and it will tell you, you can do a privacy checkup and check all these boxes and check them out. And Facebook will run you through a few settings that may be of interest to you. And I'm not gonna do that right now either. That's something that you can do on your own. So I'm gonna go back over here to settings and go to settings and go to general. We're gonna go down here to privacy. And this is where you've got, this is important right here, your activity. Who can see your future posts? So if you're an entrepreneur, you'll want to have that set to public. Now, I know that I have seen many entrepreneurs who have started a profile page and they've had it for a while. And most of the things that they've connected with is family stuff. And most of the contacts they have on that profile are family. They get into business and now they don't want, they want to separate their business life from their personal life. And they decide they're going to set up a separate all new profile. And number one, that violates Facebook guidelines, because according to Facebook guidelines, you're only allowed one profile per human being, per social security number. You can do it, but you take a chance on Facebook discovering it and kicking you out completely, and you lose your account and you can never get back in. So what I recommend is take that existing profile that you currently have right now and take all of the friends that you have on your personal profile and create a list called family, close family, or close contacts, or, you know, just name it something so that you know, and then put all those people on that list. And then when you do your posting, change your audience to exclude that list. And then you don't have to worry about them getting information that you don't want them to have. And if you do decide you want to do a post only to that group, then you can change it back to posting only to that group, but then change it back to your normal settings when you start doing business stuff. So, and then down here, we've got review all your posts and things that you're tagged in. You'll want to use the activity log. So here you can say who can see, you're going to edit it, change it if it's not already public. And then on review all your posts and things you're tagged in, you'll want to use your activity log, which means if someone creates a post and tags you in it, it won't automatically post to your timeline. It will go into your activity log, and then you can go check your activity log and decide if you want it on your profile or not. Then down here, you got limit the audience for posts that you have shared with friends, of friends, or public. Review all the posts and things that you've shared. Limit the audience from posts you shared with friends, of friends, or public. Now I've got mine set limit past posts. So I can open this up. Limit the audience of old posts on your timeline. If you choose to limit your past posts on your timeline that you've shared with friends of friends, and public posts will now be shared only with friends, only tagged in these posts, and their friends may also still see these posts. If you want to change who can see a specific post, you can go to that post and choose a different audience, and you can learn about changing old posts. So I've got mine set to limited past posts. You're about to limit all past posts on your timeline. The only way to undo this would be to change the audience of each post one at a time. So I don't want to do that, okay? So that's an option. I'm going to close this. So I don't want to limit past posts on my profile. Who can see the people, pages, and lists that you follow? I've got it set to public. Now you could edit that and change it and take a look at it and see who can see the people. So here you've got public, friends, friends accept, specific, only me, customize, and see all. If you're serious about being an entrepreneur, you want everything to be set to public, and then you can manually change that status on each individual post. Now, how people find you, you want to set that to who can send you a friend request. You want that to be everyone can send you a friend request, because you don't want to limit yourself. You have a choice when people send you a friend request, whether or not you want to accept it or not. So have it set to everyone, and then you control who you actually connect with. Who can see your friends list? Now, this is important. You want to make sure that you have that set to only me, which means you, the owner of your profile, is the only one who can see your friends list. Because if you don't have it set that way, a random somebody can come by, download your friends list, make a fake account, use your profile. They can copy your profile photo and send out messenger messages to everybody in your friends list asking them to be your friend when it's not you, it's a fake account. And that's how they get access to your friends and to people on your account. So make sure that is set to only me. And who can look you up using the email address that you provide. You want that set to everyone. If you have an email address that you are allowing to be publicly available, for me, I have mine set. My email is not available. But if I did have it, I've got it set to everyone. And the same with my phone number. I've got it set to everyone. Do you want search engines outside of Facebook to link to your profile? I've got that set as yes. But you decide. You decide if you want that on or not. And it's just a matter of turning it off over here. Do you want search engines outside of Facebook to link to your profile? When this setting is on, search engines may link to your profile in their results. And when this setting is off, search engines will stop linking to your profile, but this may take some time. Your profile can still be found on Facebook if people search for your name. So if you allow search engines to find you outside of Facebook, it's kind of like SEO. It's a good way for people to find you if you're a business person and you want people not in Facebook to be able to find you, what you do, and maybe get to your website or whatever it is that you're doing as far as your business is concerned. And then down here, we've got how you get messages. Decide whether message requests go to your chat list, your message request folder, or if you want to receive them all. So I've got people with my phone number. Yep, they can chat with me. And let's see, I've got friends of friends on Facebook can chat with me, and accounts I follow or have chatted with on Instagram can find me. And my followers on Instagram would have to send me a message request, and other people would have to send me a request, others in Instagram. And not all messages are requests. Facebook friends, for example, can send messages to your chat list, and you can learn more about who can message you down here in this section here. So that is that for this section. Let's see, got that. How to get, this is a new section here, how to get new message requests. Okay. Then we're going to go up here and we're going to go over here to profile and tagging. And this is where who can post on your profile. You will want friends to be able to post on your profile. Now you can go here and bring this down. You can say, I want to be the only one that can post on my profile. If you're an online entrepreneur, I wouldn't recommend that, because if you do that, people can't send you a birthday or get your attention if they're trying to reach you and you're not checking Messenger and so on and so forth. So I have mine set to friends. And then who can see what others post on your profile? And I've got, because my profile is set to public, everyone can see what others post on my profile. And I don't have a problem with other people posting on my profile. It's very rare that people post anything on my profile other than a response to a post I've already set up. I do have a lot of people tagging me in content, but it goes to my activity log, so I can control whether or not it actually hits my profile or not. And then allow others to share your posts to their stories. And I've got that turned on because you want your audience to share with you. And then hiding comments containing certain words from your profile. I've got that turned off right now. Now, if I had a problem, I guess I could put in there send friend request, because I get a lot of that from these, I guess I would say spammers that probably are locked out. So it says I can add a word or a phrase. So I'm going to add, oops. I'm going to add that, just see what happens and see if, of course, I guess if it gets kicked back, I'm not going to even know that someone sent me a comment asking me to send them a friend request, but I'm going to just do that just for fun. And then tagging, who can see posts you're tagged in on your profile? Everyone can see posts I'm tagged in on my profile, but they aren't going to hit my profile unless I release them. Now, once I go to my activity log and say, okay, this is okay to be on my profile, then everyone's going to see it, and that's okay. When you're tagged in a post, who do you want to add to the audience of the post if they can't already see it? Just my friends is what I've got it set at. Then review posts you're tagged in before the post appears on your profile. And again, this is where I've got that set that I want that review option. So I've got it turned on so people can tag me. They just won't go, it won't go to my profile unless I say okay. And review what other people see on your profile. So that's this view as button. And that's on your profile. And you can go check that anytime you want to take a look at your profile to see what content is no longer available, what your audience sees. And you can actually look at it from the eyes of your viewer and critique it as the viewer so that you can get your profile cleaned up and looking nice and inviting for strangers. And then review tags people add to your post before the tags appear on Facebook. I've got that turned on as well. So you want to make sure that you do that as well. So next we are going to take a look at the security and login. Now, it's very, very highly recommended that you check your security settings. And you can look at this here. And you can say if you leave it, if you change anything here, you're going to need to probably log back in. So I'm not going to go there. Make sure you have your login and password if you do this, so that you probably have to log back in. But you want to check this every quarter probably, where you're logged in at. Like right now, I'm logged in here. This is my PC. I'm logged in the other room on my PC. There is a device unknown in Tallahassee, Florida, messenger about an hour ago. I don't know. So I can go over here and I can say log that out. So I don't know who that was. I have a tablet that I was logged into earlier today. I might be logged into it now. And then I have my, actually my S10, but it's telling me it's an S20. And I don't understand that because it's an S10 that I was logged into. This could be, it might not be me. So I'm going to log out of that one. And then this one, because mine's a S10. So it shouldn't be showing up here as logged into Facebook, because this is an S20. And then here's another ads manager, Facebook ads manager. And that's where I had gotten someone got into my ads manager account and was using my credit card to run ads. So here's an Android. That's a browser on Android. That was on the 17th of February. I'm going to log that one out. And then we've got my tablet. Those are my tablets, I'm pretty sure. Now here's an S7, and I did do that. I have an old S7 that I was in the other day, just kind of showing people around. And then here's another, and this is where sometimes Messenger, because people can access Messenger without having Facebook, and I don't want somebody hacking my account. So here's another S20, and I have a hard time believing that they're going to tag my S10 as an S20, but it could just be an error here in Facebook. And the other thing too that you'll want to recognize is if there's something, let's say somebody logged in, it says somebody was logged into my account from Panama City or a different county. It's possible it was a cell phone, or it could be the Wi-Fi, and it bounces off different towers. So the location may be in this general facility, and it very well could be you. Now, if you're very concerned, you can say log out of all sessions, and then when you'll probably get kicked out of Facebook, and you'll have to log back in and put your password back in. But the other thing that we want to talk about is if there's any doubt whatsoever that your account's been hacked. If someone says to you, hey, Coach MJ, I see you just sent me a friend request. We are already friends. You might want to check your account. That means someone has hacked your account, someone's downloaded your friends list, and someone's sending out messages to people that you are already friends with, asking to be your friend. So you want to definitely change your password. And then you want to change your login information. I've got that turned on. It will only be saved on the browsers and the devices that I choose. And then make sure you have the two-factor authentication turned on. And I think many of you probably saw earlier this year where there was an email or message going out saying, I just got logged out of Facebook. I don't understand why. And they're not saying kicked out of Facebook. They're saying they got logged out of Facebook. So evidently there was some kind of a security breach for iPhones with Facebook, and Facebook logged everybody out in that region or whatever to protect them. And partly because those people that got logged out didn't have dual authentication turned on their accounts. So you want to make sure that you have the two-factor authentication turned on your account. And then when you log in, you're going to have to confirm that you are who you are. But once you're on in the browsers that you use every day, you should be okay. And then if you log off completely, you're going to have to do the authentication again to get back in. It's a pain in the neck, but it's a great protection for you. And then you got authorized logins. You can review a list of devices where you don't have to use the login code. And that's where this can go run through and explain all that information to you if you're interested in learning more about that. And here's where I have authorized logins from 2020, 2019, and I could go ahead and just remove all of these. review the list of devices where you won't have to use a login code. And so many of these are old. None of them are here from 2021. So I could go ahead and just, click through here and say remove all of these just to, it could be an app or something. I don't even know what this is, but I could go in and say, I want to remove those from my account. So, okay. So hopefully this has been very helpful. And I want to make sure that you have your follow button turned on. Let's see, I must have done something I didn't save. Let's see if there's something here that I have to save again. Close, let's close that. Okay, that might be why it didn't want me to go away. Okay, leave this page. I'm saying I have unsaved stuff. I guess I had some documentation open, but I didn't make any changes, so I don't want to save it. So I'm just going to say leave this page. But normally that just means that you've done something, you've opened something, like I was showing you different options and I didn't change anything. And I don't need to save the changes because I didn't want to make any changes. But so your Facebook information, leave this page. You can access your information, view your information by category, transfer your photos or videos to another service, download your information, and you can do this if you want to keep a file somewhere of your information, activity log, manage your information in settings. View or clear activity from business and organizations you visit off Facebook. So you could go here and view that and see just what exactly has Facebook been getting from you, if anything. It may take a while for that to build. And then you can deactivate your account. So if you know for a fact that you have more than one Facebook profile, whether you accidentally created one or you just fumbled around and you pushed the wrong button, and you know for sure that the account that you're on right now, that you're in this security setting, is a second or a third account and you don't want it active anymore, you can temporarily deactivate or permanently delete that account. And you can do that from here. Just make sure you're not deleting or deactivating the active account that you want to keep going. And then learn more about how you can manage your information here. View and manage your information, income, your information, and some settings on your activity log, and download a copy of your information. So public posts over here, you can kind of just scroll through, but just as long as you get set up these basics to protect you, that's the most important thing that I'm trying to help you all with, getting sure that your account is protected. And I don't know why this is not moving. It's almost like it's froze up. So anyway, I think that's it for today, and good luck with the course, and we'll be talking to you soon. Have a very blessed day. Thanks for being here.